Watching Spanish shows sounds fun until you don't understand anything, but there is a right and a wrong way to do it.
Quiero aprender español.
Pues para mí me gusta jugar el Rocket League para aprender español, así que ya lo sé las palabras del Rocket League. Me gusta ir al gimnasio, lo sé las palabras y el gimnasio.
Me llamo Jamí, tengo 16 años, hablo 4 idiomas con fluidez y aprendí español en 120 horas. Y esa transformación que acabas de ver es la de mi cliente Eddie, que se ahorró cientos de horas de estudio en comparación con el estudiante medio. In this video, I'll show you how to use movies and TV shows to actually learn Spanish without feeling lost. So this idea of learning Spanish through TV shows and sort of movies is sort of seen as the ideal in terms of learning Spanish, because it's fun to watch shows like La Casa de Papel and all these different shows, but also you learn Spanish in a way that seems very effective because you're watching natives, right? And the first time I discovered this was when I was first learning Spanish. I did tons of research on different methods, and there was this YouTuber who got fluent in 44 days. He's called Language Lords. You might have seen his video. And in it, he would watch movies and shows. But the way he did it was actually different to what I saw a lot of other people sort of recommending, which was kind of watching shows very passively and sort of having it in the background instead of just focusing and locking in on the piece of content. So with that sort of idea and concept in mind of how to use shows and movies to learn Spanish, I sort of took his sort of protocol and I sort of tested out his sort of method on how he did that. And so during the summer of 2022, I sort of got everything ready and I made a few tweaks to it to sort of match me. And it was literally one of the main things that got me fluent, because after that summer, I was able to have conversations with natives, which was my original goal, which was conversational fluency. And so that method of watching shows in that very specific way, I now call it transcript training. And so this is what I'm going to go through in this video. The fundamental concept here is that to get better at understanding spoken Spanish, we have to try to understand spoken Spanish. And so the simple sort of idea of how this would look would be listening to spoken Spanish, of course, and then trying to understand that, and then repeating that. Very, very simple, right? And so I like to call this the LUR ladder, because it stands for LUR. There are millions of different ways to climb this ladder, meaning there are millions of different ways to listen to spoken Spanish and understand the spoken Spanish and repeat those 2 steps. I do it through this method, and that's what I did during the summer of 2022, and it's really what got me to fluency. So the first step is to listen. So the way I like to listen is to pick out native content that has accurate subtitles and transcripts, hence the name Transcript Training. And by the way, if you're just getting started, I highly recommend joining the Speedy Spanish Hub, which is a free community that I made with a bunch of resources and guides to help you start learning Spanish with these frameworks. And it'll be the first link in the description. The first step is to listen. And so the way I like to listen is to pick out native content that has accurate subtitles and transcripts. And so the reason for this is because in this way, you're learning from natives, right? Specifically native content, meaning you should listen to it and be like, yes, that sounds like something that a real native in real life would say. And what you don't want is basically dreaming Spanish, sort of slow Spanish, where they pronounce every single letter, everything exactly how it's written. That's not what real Spanish sounds like, okay? And the second part is that it should have mostly accurate subtitles and transcripts. And so my favorite way to do this is to pick out TED Talks, and that's actually also what I saw Language Lords doing, okay? And so you can just pick basically a list of TED Talks, and they usually have very accurate, handwritten subtitles or transcripts. And another good one is Netflix, though the subtitles can be a bit not accurate, but they're still pretty good. And so those are the 2 sort of sources I like to use. The next is to understand. And so to understand the vocabulary, I like to translate using DeepL, which is just a translator. And when we do this, we're focusing on word-for-word translations in order to fully understand the sentence. So you want to sort of dissect the sort of logic behind the language. And so I have a video where I go through exactly how to use translators to do that. And to understand the grammar, I simply identify every verb and put it into SpanishDictionary.com and then just quiz myself on every conjugation. This might seem a bit counterintuitive in terms of memorization, but this is just to learn the irregularities, which you do have to memorize. And also, most of the verbs you're going to encounter are going to be irregular. And so you kind of have to memorize the patterns. Not the verbs, but the patterns. And so simply you're just going to quiz yourself on those verbs. And eventually what's going to happen is you're just going to run into the same verb being used over and over again. And you're going to discover that there's only 20 verbs that are basically always used in Spanish. And so if you just learn the irregularities to those, you basically be golden. And lastly is just to repeat. So once I've understood the sentence, I go back to before the sentence in the piece of content and listen to it again to see if I understand it now. And so this process of repetition is the most important step and is extremely long. But the goal is to repeat until you've fully understood everything. Before I end the video, I just want to say, prioritize education if you want to learn. and prioritize entertainment if you want to have fun, okay? And so when you're doing this exercise, it's very important, in my experience, to just lock in on the exercise and just do the exercise and not focus on other things, okay? And so yeah, that's how you watch movies and shows to learn Spanish. And that is exactly how I did it during the summer 2022. If you're serious about learning Spanish, then you can check the second link in the description. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed and stay humble.